Hey there, Maple Nuts. In this video, we are going to be propagating some of my Japanese maples through grafting. Before we begin, I want to let you guys know that I am super excited to be doing this video. I have been wanting to do it since last year, and today is that day. Before we begin, I have to show you what I have for graft. Right here, I will be grafting my Miss Piggy. I will be grafting my Indian Summer. I will be grafting my Nanya. And we're gonna go outside and we're gonna get a scion from my Moonrise and from my first Flamingo, okay? So, now that I show you the trees that will be grafting, right? We have an Acer japonicum, we will have a Shirosaurum, and we will have a couple of palmatum, all right? So, first thing first, okay? There are a couple of things that I highly suggest you to do before you begin your grafting journey. There's a couple of exercises that you can do, right? You can cut unwanted branches from trees, right? Like this one. I didn't want this branch on one of my trees. I don't even know which tree belongs to this. But guess what? Look, I can just cut these, right? Just cut them. Okay? And I got a nice little scion. Let's just go ahead and cut a little bit more, all right? I got a nice little scion right here where I can just grab my knife, right? And I can practice scion cutting or, boom, right? And boom. Trying to get these scion ready for grafting, all right? And don't worry, we're gonna get a very close look at this stuff. This is actually a very nice cut scion, right? Use this, and I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna take, all right? So, I got that. There are other things that you're going to need, all right? You're also gonna need practice some wrapping. Go ahead and grab one of your trees, all right? And just, I don't know, spend a couple of minutes a day, maybe an hour or so, and just go ahead and practice how to wrap your graft once you start grafting, right? Because this stuff, guys, let me tell you, this stuff is not easy, guys. It looks easy on a YouTube video, but once you get your hands, all right, on it, it's just a whole nother ball game, guys. It's a whole nother ball game, right? Go ahead and practice your wrapping with the band. You can also use grafting tape, all right? If you have grafting tape, same thing, all right? Go ahead and grab a little bit of it. It's called buddy tape or whatever it is. Just go ahead and start practicing your wraps, all right? It's a little bit easier with this because this stuff is self-adhesive or adhesive, right? And you can just wrap it around, right? Pull a little bit, and that's what's gonna tape it in place. Let it go, and that is it, all right? So we're gonna be doing both methods here on this video so you guys can learn, all right? Other things that you need to learn or practice or not practice, just do before you start grafting is, I cannot stress this one enough. Be a clean person. Clean everything. This table this morning, I wipe it down with some spray that also is antibacterial, right? I wiped it down 3 times with that stuff until my paper towel came white, no dirt whatsoever. After that, I sprayed a solution of water and ZeroTol on my table and let that stuff sit for a good 10 minutes. I wipe that stuff down, and then on top of that, I wipe it down with some 90% alcohol, okay? All my tools have been washed and wiped down with alcohol, okay? So, yeah, so what we're gonna do right now is, since I'm not gonna bring a 10-gallon or 2 10-gallon trees here inside the house, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna get some scions, all right? I'm gonna teach you exactly where to cut and what you need to look for. we're gonna cut these as well. I didn't cut, look, I got a nice little scion right here. And I got a couple of nice little scions from my Nania. And I got about 2 really nice scions here from my, actually I got 3, yeah. 3 nice scions from my Indian summer. Let's do that. Let's just go ahead and meet outside.
Hey there, Maple Nuts. This is my first flamingo, and I want to get 1 scion from it. Now, it is very important that the scion that you collect to graft is a piece of scion that was last year's growth, all right? So I know my tree. I know that this tree put a ton of growth last year. All this is all last year. All of this and most of this not, but this right here, this one is last year growth, all right? Check it out. Okay, so right here, I am gonna get, this is the thickest branch that I got that is viable for scion. And I'm about to go and collect that, all right? So bear with me right here. I'm gonna get you a better view of this. All right, guys, look, I got you a nice little branch right here, all right? And I have multiple, guys. I can use any of these, but this one is the thickest that I can get, right? But here's the thing. I can get multiple scions from this one branch right here, okay? This is all last year. All of this is viable, right? If you cut your branch, let's just say, if I cut a scion right here, right? Then I can cut again, maybe right here. But then you're probably gonna need to put a little bit of our tree wound sealer in one of the ends, and then the other one you can use it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this part out, right? I don't want it. I don't want that part, but I want all of this right here, from this one, and this one. These 3 buds, I want them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut right before the 4th bud. 1, 2, 3, 4, all right? So right here, I'm gonna leave me a little bit of space for dieback, guy, very important. Give yourself a little space, and boom. And just like that, guys, I have a first flamingo scion that I will be grafting. That's it, guys. It's just simple, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this scion in a place where it's not gonna get mixed up with other scions. And I got it right here. Right here. First flamingo. Boom. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it under, and I'm gonna go get my moonrise, all right? So let's go ahead and let's do that. All right, guys, welcome to my moonrise, where I have a plethora of scions that I can choose from. Seriously, I have so many, it's ridiculous. But we're going to pick one, and we're gonna pick one that is the healthiest that I can find. Guys, you don't want to be picking up this stuff, all right? You see that? Don't pick that stuff up, all right? Especially if you got so many of them, pick the best scion that you got. Look, this is another example, right? Don't get this. I mean, I know it's viable from here to here, right? But look, it's already dying back here. So just let's just go and pick a nice, healthy scion that I can use. Guys, right here. This is it. Let me go ahead and pull a little closer. Look at that. 1, 2, and 3 set of buds that are very healthy. Guess what? Look, I'm gonna go ahead and cut here. I left a little bit for dieback at the tree, and look at that, guys. Just like that, I have a nice scion right here for you. Okay, and we are gonna graft it. moonrise. There you go. I got my first flamingo and my moonrise right here where I will be grafting this stuff. All right, so let's do that. Hey there, Maple Nuts. In this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to mix the ZeroTol with water, okay? It's fairly easy. I believe that the rate of ZeroTol is 0.85, if I'm not mistaken. Right, you just go ahead and find it here. Yeah, 0.85 fluid ounces of this product per 1 gallon of water. Okay, so I have half a gallon right here. Okay, so if I were to divide that, that's gonna be 0.425 ounces of this product per half a gallon of this stuff. Now, if you go to Google and you do the conversion of ounces to milliliters, you're going to find out that it is very close to 15 mils, all right, which is 1 tablespoon, all right, 1 tablespoon of this stuff. So I'm gonna use that, all right. I know the exact rate is 14.8 something, but the 15 is good, all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply one of these, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply just a tad bit more of this one, just because I really do not want to take any risks of any bacteria, and I want to be able to kill literally everything. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do a little extra strong mix of ZeroTol, and we're gonna use that for our grafting video. That's one, maybe a tad bit more. Okay, let's just throw away the rest. All right, so whew, this stuff is strong. This stuff is really, really strong. All right, so let's just go ahead and mix all this together and do our mix of ZeroTol that we will be using for our grafts. Ba-da-da-da. We're done, right? All right, guys, now what I'm about to show you is a little exercise that you guys can do in your own garden, in your own house, however you want to put it, all right? So just go ahead and cut a branch from a tree that you don't like. You don't have to cut a big branch like this. You could just cut little scions from like a bloodwood or something, right? And just go ahead and cut it, right? And this is what I want you to do, right? I want you to go and grab a knife, right? You don't need a grafting knife, right? You can use an utility knife. I got this one from Walmart, super cheap, guys, super cheap. All right, so and just what I want you to do is just practice your scion cutting, right? Just let me see if I can find you a zoom right here. There you go, right? So just practice your cutting. There you go. That's fairly flat right there, right? And just go to the other side and just put it right here on top of your finger, right here, flat, all right? And just do the next one. Boom. Look at that. That is a beautiful scion, guys. Let me just go ahead and see if I can zoom in for you guys. Boom. Can we do that? Can we get away with that? All right, so check it out, guys. Zoom in, all right? Keep in mind, probably the quality of the video is not the best, right? Because I'm using a macro zoom right here, but look, boom. That is able to slide through the pocket that we're gonna make in the rootstock. I like it, right? Yes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you another exercise that you guys can do if you are a beginner, guys. All right, everyone, so I got you right here a rootstock that we'll be grafting today, all right? Look, it's too long. We're gonna cut this rootstock really short, and it is okay. We're good to go here. There's plenty of roots here. Oh, before
before we begin this process, I need to explain to you one thing, all right? You need to put the ceilings in a warm environment for about 2 weeks, all right? If you're doing winter grafting. The reason is that you need to wake this up. You need to wake them up. These grafts have been here for over 2 weeks, and I know that they're done for grafting because I got white rootings. Let me go ahead and show you. All right, look, that's white rooting right there. That's white rooting right there, okay? And keep in mind, it's not gonna be, look, white rooting, all right? As long as you see white rootings, you see that? White, 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 all right? That means that you are good to go with this ceiling. You can graft it, all right? Now, for the exercise, what we are going to do, right, is, this is an exercise, guys. This is not an actual, this is what I want you to do before you do your first graft. Go ahead and let's just cut this branch right here, all right? Just cut it right there, okay? And what I want you to do is go ahead and get ready for if you were going to graft, because we are actually going to graft that one scion into the rootstock very high. Remember, guys, this is a gunner, right? From here all the way up, that's trash, right? So why not practice on it? Just practice on it. Get your grafting right with this, and once you feel confidence that you can do your own graft, just go ahead and start grafting your actual trees, all right? So what we're going to do is, this is a way that kind of maple stone ornamentals show me how to do, okay? So just go ahead and just go ahead and do a knot here on your band, grafting band. Boom, you got a nice little knot right here, okay? And I want you to go ahead and get that scion ready, all right? You can do that, or you can actually do your little pocket, but I like to do the scion first. I want you to guys to go ahead and start practicing your scion slide. Look at that shit, guys. Really nice, right? And same thing, put it right here on top. Reason is you want that to be exactly in the opposite size. That's why you put your thumb right here, okay? And just go ahead, look. Look at that, guys. Perfect, all right? That's a perfect. I'm not gonna zoom in on this one, but I'm pretty confident that this is gonna take, right? So now I kind of know the distance between this and that. And you know, you kind of like, you know, do a pocket close to that same incision that you made right there. Not this one, that one, the long ones, all right? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make my incision right here. All right, there you go. That's a nice incision right there, guys. You see that little flap right there? Right? You see it? Should I zoom in a little bit more? Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just zoom in, all right? Look at that little flap that I just made right there, guys. Look. You see that right there? That's what you want. And what you need to do is you need to slide this puppy right there, okay? Now let's just go ahead and smooth it out just a tiny little bit more, okay? There you go, okay? Make sure that that's straight right there. You see that? Boom, all right? So this is what I want you to do. The short side goes towards the outside of that flap. So what I want you to do is just open the flap and just slide it in real nice, all right? Open the flap and just slide it in. And what you want is you want those two cambion layer right here from the rootstock and the cambion layer from the cutting. you want those to line up perfectly. All right, you see that? Kind of not perfect, but let me see. There you go. Right there, guys. Boom. All right, it is perfectly lined up. Let me see if I can find you a better view. All right. Oh, okay, so I got you a better view. Let's just go ahead and line it up even better. Okay, so all right, boom. There you go, guys. That is great right there. I dig it. Okay, and that's it. Next step that you're going to do is you are going to actually start wrapping this stuff. Okay, now the way that maple stone ornamental showed me is that you start wrapping it right to a certain point, and then after that you kind of let's just go ahead and zoom out a little bit. All right, there you go. To a certain point you start going kind of like between the flap and the scion right there. Okay, and then you can go ahead and keep wrapping normal. All right, look at this, guys. It's looking so beautiful, right? Once, try not to go above that these butts right here. Okay, once you feel satisfied with what you got, you're going to go ahead and put your finger right here. Right, put your finger in the rootstock. All right, so what I want you to do, and for me it's going to be harder, guys. Remember, I got a camera right in front of me. You wrap the thing around your finger. Okay, just wrap it around your finger one time. Second time, go between the rootstock and the finger, grab it, and boom, guys. That is all you need to do. Okay, you can practice doing this. Once you get it to where it is that, okay, you can go ahead and begin your actual grafting. But it is very important that you get your practice first before you begin to graft your tree. I am ready to graft my trees, and I hope that you guys are ready for grafting all of the trees that I got to graft. All right, this is gonna be a long video, guys, but I want this video to be as detailed as possible, right? So bear with me, guys, because there's a lot more coming. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we have our rootstock right here, and we're going to graft what are we gonna do? Let's just start with the moonrise. All right, I have here little moonrise scion. Guys, I'm gonna graft it right here in this area right here. So what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to disinfect everything. All right, tools. That's alcohol right there, by the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it. You're not gonna see it, but I'm spraying it. All right, spraying my tool with alcohol. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and dry this stuff up. All right, I'm also going to spray my rootstock with some ZeroTol, guys. A little bit of ZeroTol right here. Okay, we're gonna spray that entire area right there. And also what we are going to do is kind of wipe it down a little bit. Guys, be clean, all right? This is very important. Graft percentage, it's fairly low, okay? So if you are clean, all you're gonna do is just up that percentage and get more yield. So a lot of these grafts are just not gonna take, guys, and that's the ugly truth about it. That right there is a little bit of alcohol that I just put here, okay, just to be extra extra careful. Make sure that everything here is completely clean. I'm also gonna clean my Scion. Right? Just wipe it down a little bit, okay? Okay, that is wiped down, okay? So, let me just go see if I can give you an even, let me just cut this first, all right? I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this. All right, that's good. Our area of operation is going to be right here, okay? Because I know that that's going to be my area of operation, I am gonna go ahead and tie my grafting band right below it. Okay? And for the sake of this video, I'm most likely gonna end up having to cut this. Let me see if I can make this part a little shorter. All right, just get that out of the way, okay? I want you guys to be able to look at everything with detail. So, I think we are ready to make both incisions, the one in the rootstock and the one in the Scion. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the Scion first, and I'm gonna give you even a better look here. Let me see if I can give you a 2x zoom and see if I can, there you go, right? Is that good for you guys? The quality of the video is probably not gonna be great. It's not looking great in my camera, but all right, let's just roll with it, right? There you go. All right, so first things first, our blade will also be wiped down because I just used it for that practice graft that I did. So we're gonna go ahead and wipe this down really nice. Make sure that everything is disinfected. All right. We're going to do our Scion cutting right here. Okay. Look, guys. Right. I got 3 nodes. 1, 2, 3 from my moonrise. I can hold it right here like that, all right? Don't hold it like this, hold it like that, all right? There's also a curve on the Scion. Now go outside that curve. You see that? You don't want the long incision to be here, because when you put it here, the Scion's gonna be facing the rootstock. What you want is the Scion to face outwards like that. You see that curve right there? That's where you want your long incision. Now, because of that, I'm probably not gonna be able to grab the Scion the way I want, but it's okay, guys. It is okay. Let's just do our incision, okay? It's hard to do with the camera, guys. Just bear with me, all right? That is, it's pretty fair, all right? I like it. So we're gonna get rid of most of this part, right? So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and all right? That's too small, all right? So it's okay, guys. It is okay. Remember, I'm doing this with a camera, so it sucks. It really sucks, all right? So let's just make this one a little longer, all right? Boom, a long and a short. Now, you see that right there, those 2 little peaks? Get rid of them, all right? All right, boom. We're gonna check the other side. That is looking really nice, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smooth out just a tad bit more, okay? Just a tad bit more. Just smooth it out. Just the surface, all right? There you go. A little bit more. Okay, and that, my friend, is good to go, okay? Now we're ready to do our incision here. I'm gonna do this one front view. The next graph, I'm gonna do it side view. So that way you know how to put the blade and how to actually do the incision, all right? So what we're gonna do is just put the blade right here, okay? And I'm just gonna slide it in, guys. You can also just, just pull away, and that also helps with the incision, all right? Right there, guys, look, from top to bottom, it looks just about right. So I'm ready to put my Scion in. Make sure that one or the other side lines up, all right? Those cambium layers have to line up. Okay, right there, guys. You see how this cambium layer from the rootstock and this cambium layer from the Scion lines up, all right? So that's what you want. Let's just go ahead and start wrapping, all right? While you wrap, make sure that Scion doesn't move, guys. Make sure it doesn't move. All right, right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and go between them, all right? Just go between them, all right? Now, I see that my Scion moved just a tad bit. So just go ahead and just move it again, all right? And pull and just put it there, all right? Here, you can also make movement right there. Beautiful, guys. That is looking beautiful. And you can go ahead and go over that. Don't really matter. Okay. Boom. And here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap around my finger. And then I'm gonna wrap between the rootstock and the finger, guys, and just gonna grab it right here. You see that? You see how I just grabbed it right there? Look, boom, guys, right? That is looking amazing, guys. Next step is gonna be, I'm gonna spray a little bit of ZeroTol. Let me just go ahead and zoom out for you guys, all right? Maybe a 0.5, all right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the ZeroTol and I'm gonna just spray the entire thing, all right? And that is it. Maple nuts, that is it. We are done. Moonrise have been grafted. You see how by making that cut outside that curve, look at the branch, how it goes, right? Towards the outside. If I were to make it in the inside of that, of this Scion, this would have been touching that, all right? Our next step is simple. This is the same rootstock that we used for the example. Look at the graph right there. Look, guys, look at this, all right? I've already, cleaned my tools. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut it right here, okay? Just cut it right there. Boom. All right? You can put a little bit of 3-1 sealer right here. Seal that up real nice, okay? And we are done with our first graft, all right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a side view of everything. Bear with me, guys. I need to find a way how to put the camera, all right? So I'll see you in about 2 seconds. Oh, before I continue, all right? Grafting sealer. All right, so I wanted to use grafting sealer. Doc Farwells grafting sealer. I couldn't find any. I cannot get it shipped. However, I talked to Mike Anorcon from Maple Ornamentals. He told me he doesn't use grafting sealer during winter grafting. So I am not going to use grafting sealer. Guys, if I were to use something, the only thing I got right now is a little bit of 3-1 sealer, okay? And to tell you the truth, what you want is nothing to get here, right? I mean, if I were to put some of these, I'm pretty sure it's gonna do the same thing, right? So, I guess I could use that. But Mike at Norcom, again, told me he doesn't use it during winter grafting, so I am not gonna use it. Maybe I'll try to do one grafting and put a little bit of this just for the sake of the video. But just imagine that this is Doc Farwell's grafting cedar, right? Just all right, but I couldn't find it. So that's it. I'll see you in the next graft. Guys, I got you right here, my Indian summer. I got a couple of Scions here. This one's probably gonna have 2 buds only, because look at the distance between this bud and this bud. And then here, I'm not seeing anything viable as far as Scion goes. I also have a nice little Scion right here, but also have 2 buds. So what are we gonna do? We are gonna use them, right? I'm just gonna use it. So also I have a nice little Scion right here. They got 1, 2, 3 buds. Let's just, I'm gonna use this one, okay, for the video. Guys, wipe down your tools. Again, alcohol, okay? Cannot stress this one enough. Just go ahead and cut our Scion, which is gonna be this one. Guys, 1, 2, 3, and that 4th bud right above it. Just give it a little distance for dieback, all right? Boom. This is a nice Scion, by the way. Anyways, let's do that. Guys, I got you right here, a nice little rootstock right here, provided by Maple Stone Ornamentals. By the way, those rootstocks that I got in square, in sleeve pots, they are from Maple Stone Ornamentals. Thank you for that, Mr. Micah. You are awesome. And what we're going to do is we're gonna locate the perfect spot to put these Scion, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it right outside the curve. You see how this Scion kind of curve like this right here, right? I'm gonna place it at the other side right here, right? That looks like a nice spot. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go a little higher, right? I'm gonna go medium right here, okay? This is where I'm gonna go, and that right there is gonna be perfect to wrap. So let's do that, and I'm gonna give you a nice little zoom as well, okay? So, all right, guys, I got you a nice little view right there. So let's just go ahead and spray our area with some ZeroTol. Little bit of alcohol. Make sure that everything, all those bacteria and pathogens are completely wiped up from that rootstock. Same thing with the Scion, guys, with the grain, guys. Just treat this Scion right, and it might repay you back. Here, I got something going on there, and I'm just gonna ignore it and just keep on rolling. But you can tell that that was another branch right there. I don't know how that's gonna affect the Scion, but at this point, I'm just not gonna pick another one. I'm just gonna do this one. It's fairly thick, I like it, and it's gonna go there, all right? So, all right, so for this one graft, I will be using some grafting tape right here, AKA buddy tape. And I've seen it a lot being used on YouTube, so why not give it a try, right? I should have used that on the low graft, by the way. And instead of a utility knife, I'm gonna use a grafting knife that I got from A.M. Leonard. Super cheap. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down my tool with some alcohol. A little careful. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna put the rubber band obviously, but I'm just gonna do my Scion. This Scion is fairly straight, so it don't really matter where you put your incision. However, this, I consider this being too long, so I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it about halfway. Maybe around there, right? Just leave that, maybe a little less. Right there, that's good. Boom, all right? Let's just go ahead and start making my incision here in the Scion. It's not the same, guys. This stuff is less, it's more dull than the other, so bear with me here. Okay, that's one side, this is the other. However, that's still too thick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing it until that stuff thins out a little bit more. It's very important that you can't stop halfway, all right? If you stop halfway, then you're gonna make a indentation here that is not gonna be great, all right? You have to be smooth cut. All right, boom, guys, boom. Check it out. I dig that a lot. Right here, I'm just gonna cut that a little bit flatter. And if a Tina blade falls in the ground, let it fall. Don't try to catch it, because if not, you are going to regret it. However, it fell on the ground. That means that I'm gonna have to wipe it down again. And I got you right here. All right, now with this, I'm just gonna go ahead, do it again left-handed. Guys, I am not left-handed, all right? So whatever happens here, I'm probably gonna look like crap, but just keep in mind, guys, I'm not left-handed when it comes to this. And just because of that, I cannot use this Tina blade, all right? This is a right-handed Tina blade. However, lucky for you guys, I have a left-handed blade that I got thinking that I may have been left-handed, but I'm not. By the way, I write left-handed. That's why I bought it. Okay, same thing right here. Left-handed Tina blade. It's not a Tina blade. Tina is a brand of a blade, but this is a grafting knife, okay? Look at that little puppy right there. Really nice. Link in the description below. Okay, so let's just go ahead and make my incision right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and slide my blade outwards and let that slide do the incision for me. Again, let's just go ahead and run it one more time, because I know I need to go a little lower. All right, so that is great right there. That's a nice little flappy, right? Look at that, boom. All right, so the incision that we made is about correct. Maybe I could go a little lower here, right? Let's just do that. All right, that I feel confident, all right? Boom, guys, that is perfect. Perfectly lined up. It looks amazing right there. I am proud of what I just did, all right? So let's just go ahead and grab our little grafting tape and just start wrapping things. Let's just grab a considerable amount of it, just because I'm a noob and I really don't know how much tape I need, so I just overdo it. Start wrapping things up real nice. Now with this, it's probably gonna be way harder for me to go between the rootstock and that flap right there, or between the Scion and the flap. So what should I do? Let's just wrap it, right? Let's wrap it all together. I mean, I've seen it on YouTube, people doing it that way. So it's just wrap it all together. I'm pretty sure that that's nothing to do with the success of your graft. Hopefully. Just keep on wrapping this stuff, all right? And I'm wrapping the way that I'm not supposed to be wrapping the other way, but I'm just doing it because of the sake of the camera right here, right? I'm gonna go all the way up to that node right there, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go between them like that, and that is gonna cover everything that's gonna go inside right here. And that, my friend, is the same as having Doc Farwells grafting sealer right there, because this is going to cover that area. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap again right here. Okay, wrap it one more time. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go this way right here, right? And check this out. Just pull and look. Look at that beautiful graft, guys. Perfect. Love it. I may consider even using that. You see that? How beautiful it is? Okay. Now, same thing, guys. A little bit of ZeroTol. Okay. Make sure you cover the entire Scion. Is the most important part here, is you getting that whole Scion kind of drenched a little bit in that. And that is it, guys. We are done. All right, guys, so that is it. One Indian summer graft completed. All right, guys, so I got a Miss Piggy Scion, guys, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do one more graft. I am going to do a low graft, and I'm gonna use the buddy tape, all right? So that way you guys are not gonna see me struggle with the rubber band. First things first, guys, spray. You guys know the drill. Be clean. Just go ahead and wipe down my tool with some alcohol, all right? And I have a Miss Piggy Scion that got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 butts right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna leave that right there, okay? So I'm gonna cut right here. Look at that, guys. Boom, all right? Perfect, good Scion. And I got the rootstock already right here, ready to go, guys. Just ready to go, right? All right, guys, I got you a nice little rootstock right here with a nice curve that I really dig a lot. And I believe this is going to be amazing for my Miss Piggy Scion right here. Look at that, 1, 2, 3 buds there. All right, it's pretty normal everywhere else, but yeah. I love Miss Piggy, all right? So I'm gonna graft it in the outside right here. Between this node right here, there's a node right here, okay? You see it? One right here, and that's another node right here. I'm gonna graft it right here in this area, okay? But it's gonna go in the outside. I want this Scion, which has a slight curvature. I want it right here, pointing it that way, okay? And then I can just cut, I can cut the rootstock around right here. Let's do this, guys. This is gonna be amazing. All right, this is gonna be a mission, guys. Look at that, guys. Oh my God, all right. All right, guys, I got you the closest look that I can find. And obviously you guys know the drill. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my tools here behind the scenes, because you guys already know. And then I'm gonna go ahead and spray my ZeroTol. Spray my ZeroTol here in my area of operation, right? A lot of it, okay? Don't be shy. Don't be shy with the ZeroTol, right? Brand new paper towel. Okay, kind of dry things up a little bit. Get everything cleaned up. And what we're gonna do is be shy with the alcohol, okay? You don't want this stuff in the root system, right? So right here, all you wanna do is just wipe everything down, okay? If there's any buds or something you ran over it, it's okay, guys. The buds in this rootstocks are useless, right? You're not gonna use them. In fact, I highly suggest that if you see any buds in this area right here, just get them out, all right? Get them out. Yeah, get that out. All right, so boom. I got me right here, guys. I'm gonna do a low graft, you know, with the low graft, with the finger and all that stuff. It's probably gonna be very uncomfortable for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the body tape on this one, and I'm pretty sure that everything is gonna look fantastic. So let's go ahead and do our incisions right here, and we're gonna start right here, right? Boom. Okay. Ooh, that is beautiful, guys. First time go. Let's see. Boom, guys. First time go. I don't need to do anything else. I am very pleased with that. So we got that there. Let's just go ahead and do our incision right here, guys. It's going to be right here between that and that. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Let's just go ahead and let's just do it. All right. So let's just boom. All right, there you go, guys. There you go. That's a side view. Nice little flap. So what you do is you kind of open the flap a little bit and just put it inside. Yeah, there you go. Make sure. Okay, that right there is beautiful. However, it's delicate, all right? It is very delicate. Maybe just push it in a little bit like that. Boom, guys. That looks perfect, all right? So, scrap a little bit of this body tape. I already know that I don't need a whole lot of this, but let's just go ahead and, this stuff stretches a lot, guys. And this is 1 inch, by the way. If you can find a little thinner than that, maybe 5/8 or something, half an inch, maybe. But let's just go ahead and start wrapping this stuff up real nice. Remember, we're doing this on a curve, right? And just go ahead and stretch a little bit right here. Yeah, just stretch it. There you go, guys. Make sure that it's stretched. Okay, remember, we are not going higher than this node right here. Okay, we're gonna stay right there, okay? So what we're gonna do is just gonna go ahead and go through here, right? And make sure that that is covered, right here is covered, all right? So we can do like this, right? And then this way. Flatten it out a little bit, as much as you can. Okay, now we're going the other way. Okay, now we can also go this way, right? And then what you want to do is now go around the actual, without tearing those buds, go around the actual rootstock. Okay, look at that, guys. Very, very, very nice, guys. I feel proud. Look at that. Boom, guys. Would you look at that? Boom. A perfect graft right there, guys. Let's just go ahead and spray it with some. I was about to spray with alcohol. Let's just go ahead and spray a little bit of ZeroTol in the entire graft, guys. Let me go ahead and zoom out for you guys. Boom. Entire Scion. Okay, get that saturated with ZeroTol, guys. You don't need to wipe it down. Just leave it like that and put it on your propagation chamber. And after that, we're gonna talk about that, all right? So bear with me here as I go through this stuff. So we did a Miss Piggy. All right, check it out. Oh, they all have signs, by the way. Boom, Miss Piggy. Now I know that this is Miss Piggy. Guys, what I wanna do is go ahead and cut this back. Right, so just go ahead and cut it back about right there. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need the rest of this. Short right there is good. Little bit of tree wound sealer. And we're good to go, guys. Okay, we are doing fantastic, guys. Fantastic. Oh, before I continue, all right, grafting sealer. All right, so I wanted to use grafting sealer. Doc Farwells grafting sealer. I couldn't find any. I cannot get it shipped. However, I talked to Mike Norcom from Maple Ornamentals. He told me he doesn't use grafting sealer during winter grafting. So I am not going to use grafting sealer. Guys, if I were to use something, the only thing I got right now is a little bit of tree wound sealer, okay? And to tell you the truth, I mean, what you want is nothing to get here, right? I mean, if I were to put some of these, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to do the same thing, right? So, I mean, I guess I could use that. But Mike Norcom, again, told me he doesn't use it during winter grafting. So I am not going to use it. Maybe I'll try to do one grafting and put a little bit of this just for the sake of the video. But just imagine that this is Doc Farwell's grafting sealer, right? Just, all right, but I couldn't find it. That's it. I'll see you in the next graft. All right, guys, I got you a nice side view right here. We're gonna be grafting this tree right here, maybe there, right? One of these three. Guys, you have to graft between the nodes, all right? Don't go and start right here and go down there. First of all, your blade is gonna get stuck right here, right? And then you're gonna push down harder. And then once it passes that, the blade's just gonna go really, you're gonna mess things up, all right? So there's no stopping point between here and here. There is one right here, there is one right here. You understand? Like if you go through a blade right there, it's just gonna stop there. So I can graft right here. I can graft right here. I can graft right there, all right? So I'm gonna make a low graft with the first flamingo, guys. First things first, we're just gonna go ahead and clean our area, right? Always gotta be clean, guys, gotta be clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray a little bit of the ZeroTol on my rootstock. Get that very, very, very saturated with the ZeroTol. Make sure that stuff starts killing all those pathogens and bacteria. Guys, ZeroTol will kill the good and the bad bacteria. So, I mean, just take that with a grain of salt, all right? So, let's just clean everything. Everything is fairly dry. I'm gonna go ahead and add just a tiny little spray of alcohol right there. You don't want a lot of alcohol go to the root system. Trust me, guys, you don't want to go there. So just right here, just the area that needs it, and that is it. In fact, if you can just spray the paper towel, even better. I did it because of the video, okay? So you guys see that there's something being applied. So that right there, guys, it is clean. All right, my blade will be wiped
as well. Okay. And my other tool will also be wiped because I have to cut the Scion that I have right here. All right. So I got right here 3 nodes right here, and then 3 nodes, right? And then 3 nodes. So I got 2 Scions in this one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it right here. The other one fell. That was not supposed to happen, but whatever. It is what it is. And check this out. A nice little Scion. A nice little Scion. All right, I'm gonna use this one. This one is thicker. It's probably better for you guys to see in a camera, right? So let's just do that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my Scion with a little bit of that alcohol / ZeroTol that was left in the paper towel. I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe everything really clean, okay? Something that you might wanna do is wipe it this way, okay? Just down with the grain, okay? You see the butts going down, right? You don't wanna wipe the other way down because then you're gonna risk breaking these, all right? Just wipe very lightly down like that, okay? Look at that, guys. Perfect, right? So let's just go ahead. I'm gonna use my Tina blade on this one, all right? I like it, all right? I like it. So just go ahead and do my Scion cutting right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and get this started. Boom, I got that. Maybe a little bit more. And just do the other side, right? Just a little shorter. Ooh, this is looking really nice, guys. Really, really, really nice. Check that out, guys. That stuff is just perfect, right? Is it? Boom. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this Scion a little bit, all right? We want this stuff to be as close as possible to the same, right there, right? Because check this out, boom, it's about the same size, guys. So I know for a fact that I need an incision from the top of this node all the way to the bottom of this node that can fit that right there, okay? But since I cut this a little bit, that is a little too thick, so I'm just gonna go ahead and thin that out a little bit. Okay, that is way better, guys. Look at that. Such a nice little Scion that is gonna fit right here perfectly, all right? So I'm gonna put this Scion on my table. I'm gonna put it in the edge of the table, okay? And this incision is going to face outward, okay? Like that. Like if I were gonna put it like this, that incision is gonna face outwards, all right? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You don't want this touching anything. Just gonna put it right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my incision. I am not gonna use the rubber band on this one. I'm just gonna use the body tape because it's a low graft and it's just harder for me to wrap that rubber band around my finger and be able to grab it when I have this, all this in the way, okay? So let's go ahead and do my incision. I said right here, so right there's where it's gonna go. And obviously I'm gonna need my left-handed knife, guys. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of alcohol in the paper towel, guys. I'm gonna clean my tool because I am not a left-handed, by the way. So I'm just doing it because of the video. So hopefully you guys can have a side view of how that cut is made. We already did the front view, so let's just go ahead and get you in zoom in just a tiny little bit more, right? Why not? So we're gonna make the incision right here in the middle on this one, right? So you're just gonna go ahead and center, and let's just get you right there, guys. All right, that is looking beautiful. Guys, I'm gonna do my incision. Let's just go ahead and wipe this a little bit more. All right, we're gonna do the incision right here, guys. Just grab your little rootstock right here, like that. And then what you're gonna do is just gonna slide the blade and let the blade do the work. This blade is pretty sharp. It's brand new, guys. So it should go fairly easy, guys. Check this out. Boom, guys, all the way down to the node. All right, do you get that? Look at that, guys. Look at that little flap that I just made, that opening right there. I'm gonna go ahead and open it for you guys. Open the flap. Let's just open that little flap, all right? There you go, all right? Can you guys see that little flap right there? Pretty sure you guys can. All right, that is perfect, all right? So let's just go ahead and slide my Scion. I'm doing this backwards, guys. Remember, I'm not left-handed, and I am also, if I were to put this graph, I would put it in the other side, all right? You need to line up the cambium layers when you do this stuff, okay? So let's just go ahead and put it right there, guys. Right there. So perfect, guys. Check it out. Completely lined up. What you want to look for is right here that the cambium layer on the rootstocks lines up perfectly with the Scion. And that is it, guys. There's no science to it, all right? You just gotta line things up, be clean, line things up, and those cuts needs to be clean. You should be good to go. Guys, what we're gonna do is you're gonna grab a little of this buddy tape right here that I have, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start just wrapping things around really nice. Okay, we're gonna start right here at the bottom. I wish I can find this stuff thinner, right? This is a 1-inch wide tape, and I just really would wish to find this tape just a little bit thinner than 1 inch. And guys, I already tried, and what I got is a tape that it's not self-adhesive. Even though it's being sold as a self-adhesive tape, it just won't. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cross it through here. All right, cross it through here. Let's see if I can get this right. All right, right here, cross it through here, and I'm gonna go ahead and there you go, secure it right here, and I'm just gonna wrap it like that. All right, you see, I was wrapping this way, that way, and then I went through the middle right here, and now I'm wrapping this way. Okay, that right there is going to secure your Scion in place. And also what it's gonna do is, let me go ahead and go one more time through here, because this right here is going to seal that graft right there. That way you do not need any grafting seal at all. All right, you pull it, you stick it right there, and boom, guys, check it out. Look at how nice, guys. There's nothing going through you see, between the rootstock and the Scion is covered, guys. It's covered. Nothing will go through that. Everything was sanitized. Everything was really clean. So I am confident that this Scion is gonna do great. I hope so. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let me zoom out here real quick. Zooming out, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray this again with ZeroTol. And that is it, everyone. That is it. That is my first flamingo. And it's done, guys. Look at that, how beautiful it looks. All right, that's looking great. So, guess what? Boom, another one, done. All right, let's just go ahead and do another side view here, right here. Let me see. I got this one that is it's kind of looking a little shaggy right here on this side. It just, all right, guys, so that works. That worked. All right, so let me go ahead and do another Indian summer right here. Side view again. And we're definitely gonna get, now this one I'm not gonna do a low graph, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and graph around right here, this area. There's a reason why. There's a curve going on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see that curve right here? You don't want to graph here, okay? You want to graph right here, all right? Right here. So I'm gonna face it towards me, and you should be getting a side view of this stuff. Let me see if I can get you a real good side view. There you go, my friends. That's a great side view right here. Let me go ahead and zoom in for you guys. There you go, guys. I'm locked in here. And what I'm gonna do is, let me see if I can move a little bit more, guys. Don't lose zoom, please. Do not lose my zoom. Okay, that's great, guys. That is great right there. So again, guys, same process. We're gonna go ahead and clean our tools, new paper towel, spray it with alcohol. We're gonna do this side view. I am going to use the rubber band because I can manage to do that, all right? And I want you guys to know that you can use either or, really. Now, Micah Norcom did tell me that he prefers the rubber band. He didn't tell me exactly why, and I would have wished to know why exactly. But I'm probably gonna go ahead. I'm probably gonna write it in the screen, all right? The why he doesn't like it. And anyways, if he says that he prefers the rubber band, I mean, I'm gonna listen to him, guys, because he's been doing this for years, and I'm just getting started here, right? So let's go ahead, a little bit of ZeroTol right here, okay? Get everything really saturated with it. ZeroTol smells like vinegar, right? Like vinegar, and like, it is hydrogen peroxide, so it smells like hydrogen peroxide too. All right, so we got this. Let's just go ahead and dry things up here. And unlike the previous time, I am gonna go ahead and try to do this right. I'm gonna spray the paper towel, all right? And I'm gonna wipe it down. You guys are gonna have to trust me that I did spray some alcohol here. That's it, guys. That is it. It's alcohol. It's gonna dry fairly quick. So I have my Scions right here. I'm gonna go ahead, look at this one. However, I only have 2 buds on this one and really long distance between those buds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down the same way I did with the other one, with the grain or with the buds, right? Try not to break anything. You do not want to hurt these Scions, right? Same thing. This is too long. Between this node and that is too long. I'm gonna go ahead, wipe my tool, my cutters down, cut that puppy to like around right here, right? Just gonna give myself that right there, right? Just go ahead and do my incision. By the way, I did clean this tool. Do my incision right here. Let me just go ahead and yeah, we just start right there. Keep rolling. So what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna cut that, all right? I went a little too much here. Okay, you're just gonna cut that a little bit right there. Short side, long side. Looking pretty nice, right? Boom, okay? So I'm happy with that. Let's just go ahead, tool right here. I'm just gonna wipe that down as well with some alcohol. We're gonna do our incision, which is going to be our right here, okay? This area right here. So I'm just gonna do my incision right now. Grab my rootstock, guys, and this position that I have right here that you're not able to see, I'm only doing this because I have a camera, I have lights, I have a whole lot of things between me, the rootstock, and a whole lot of things, guys. So just bear with me here, okay? I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I got. And right now, this is what I got, okay? I'm just gonna grab the rootstock right here, and I'm just gonna slide maybe down here, right? Yeah, let's just do it right here, all right? I'm just gonna do that, and just look, I'm pulling away, and I'm just letting the blade do its work, guys, all right? Just slide it, all right? Like that, and it'll cut, all right? You need to put a little bit of pressure, but not too much. The reason why you don't want to put a whole lot of pressure is because you're gonna hit some resistance, and then all of a sudden you're gonna break to that resistance. It's just gonna slide, and if your finger is down here somewhere, you're gonna slide your finger off. I promise you that, all right? So right here, slide my Scion, just you know, through the flap right here. Make sure you spread that flat a little bit and just put it inside right here. There you go, guys. Look at that. Line up, right? Is it line up? Yes, it is line up. One thing that I would have preferred doing was probably pay attention to these two nodes, right? Now I have one facing the rootstock and the other one. I mean, this is small stuff, right? Because this is gonna be cut anyways, but maybe, you know, this will hit that, if this turns into a branch, it's probably gonna hit that, right? So I really don't know. Let's just be overthinking here. So I forgot to tie the rubber band, but then again, I'm gonna show you another trick for this, all right? Just go ahead down here. Okay, right here, welcome back. All right, welcome back, guys. So check this out. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and, that's a little butt right here. Get it out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pinch that right there without making any nodes or any knots, sorry. And I'm just gonna wrap one time down and hold it right there, all right? I don't know if you guys can see that. You see that, what I did, right? Boom, you see that? So, just gonna keep on wrapping this stuff up, okay? See that? One right here. One right there, okay? Now you're gonna go between the flap and the Scion. Okay, and then you're gonna go through that flap right there, through here, okay? And then what you're going to do is just going to hold it right here, okay? Obviously, I'm already having trouble. This part always gets me, guys, so let's just see. I've seen other people kind of like, I don't know, doing something like this, like maybe like holding it here. Oh yeah, I could do that. Look, boom, okay, bam, all right? And that is it, guys. You got it right there. It's set up. guys, you can use a little bit of a grafting sealer right there, some Doc Farwell grafting sealer, and you seal that stuff. Let's just go ahead, for the sake of the video only, I'm gonna use a little bit of this tree wound sealer, guys. And this tree wound sealer, I'm just gonna put it right there, all right? Just gonna put it right there, a little bit here, a little bit there, okay? Look at that, it's not pretty, guys. It's an ugly job. I'm sorry I don't have Doc Farwell's grafting sealer, but they do not ship that stuff during winter or cold season, because Doc Farwell's grafting sealer cannot freeze, guys. So unfortunately, all these people that got it are from either New York or Michigan, and those states up there, it's just really freezing right now, okay? So it's not good for it. So because of that, they do not ship, and I cannot have Doc Farwell grafting sealer. All right, so look at that. Will this work? Of course it's gonna work. It doesn't look pretty? Nope, not at all. All right, so as long as you don't mess around with this part right here, okay, don't mess around with it, it should hold. All right, it's not gonna hold like Dr. Farwell's grafting sealer, but if you do not mess around with it, it's going to hold until when it matters, right? So that's all that really there's to it. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead, and I'm done with this graph right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make my cut. Guys, I see a little 2 branches here. I don't know if you can see that up there. There you go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let's cut it right there. Right? Little bit more of that tree wound sealer, guys. I never seen anyone use tree wound sealer with graft. This is just me MacGyvering things, guys. I don't even know if it's recommended or not. I'm just rolling with what I got. So there you go. Take everything with a grain of salt, guys. Do your research, okay? For sure, you guys will know if something bad happens due to the tree wound sealer, all right? Because I will be the first one telling you guys, don't use it. Most likely it's going to be through Facebook or through my next grafting video, right? A little bit of ZeroTol, like always, guys. Boom, all right? Everything is drenched, it's clean, disinfected, no bacteria, and this is some clean work, what you see right here, except for the tree wound sealer part. I'm not too crazy about that, but hey, there you go. You know, I'm nuts, guys. I'm nuts. All right, so we got another one right here, and this was Indian Summer. Boom. All right, so there you go, guys. Hey there, Maple Nuts. I know that I probably said in this video that I was not gonna do a Mikawa type grafting, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, guys. I'm gonna do it, bite the bullet and do it. Now, I have right here, and the only reason why I'm doing this, because I found this tree in my pile of trees, and I just cannot let this one go, all right? I love this tree so much that I wish to propagate it, and I am going to do it, and I'm gonna keep it, all right? So I got you right here with Angel the Prince. This one his name is Doug, because Doug gave it to me. It's a present from Doug. I appreciate him a whole lot, and I am about to propagate your tree right here in this last rootstock. Now here, guys, I need to be very careful, all right? This is what I really kind of didn't want to do. Guys, check this out. You see those nodes? They're very tight together, okay? Now, yes, we're gonna have to go through a pair of nodes, but it'll be fine, okay? Now, I'm not gonna grab this branch. This branch doesn't even look healthy, right? Those doesn't even have buds. I think this branch is gonna die, okay?
And this one also not looking too good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move on here. I have a nice branch right here, and I have a nice branch right here, okay? So I'm gonna pick one of them too, and the healthiest one or thickest one is gonna be this one, okay? So I'm just gonna grab this one branch, all right? So let me see if I can cut this without messing up the scion, all right? I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right here. And I'm just gonna grab the scion with 2 fingers, just because, guys, I got the camera in the other hand, right? Boom, all right? Got it right there. I got my Angel the Prince scion. I will be working with this puppy right here, okay? Let's see, you can see it right there. Boom, guys, all right? So let's go ahead and just put it right here. I disinfected my table, disinfected all my tool with alcohol 90. So there's no need to show you guys how to do that, because I show it to you in every single grafting clip that I added to this video. And we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go straight for it, all right? So I will clean this. You're gonna see that I will clean this area. I will clean the scion, and I'm gonna do everything else, all right? So bear with me right here. All right, guys, so right here, I have 2 options, right? I really wanna do a low graft here. I wanna do a very low graft. And I don't have, you see this area right here? This is going to prevent me from successfully wrapping this puppy up in this rootstock, all right? So what's gonna happen is I have 2 options, right? I can cut this lower, or I can bring the tree up, all right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the tree up. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And I have some soil here, guys. I have some spare soil right here in this pot right there. You're not gonna see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tree, push it up. Those are nice roots that you got already here, okay? Kind of push it up and see where things go. I got nice white roots coming out, so we're good here. What's gonna happen is it's just gonna add soil right here, guys. Add soil. There you go, right? Maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna push this thing right back inside. Boom. Guys, and check it out, just like that. Now the tree is right there where I need it.
All right, so I just bought the tree up, right? I put it up and I put some new soil here. We're good to go on that part, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're gonna go ahead and sanitize our rootstock. Boom, okay? Little bit of ZeroTol right here. Wipe it down with that, with a dry, clean paper towel. Little bit of alcohol on that same paper towel, and just wipe everything clean, all right? We are good on that part. Okay, make sure that everything is clean, guys. All right, so let's see if I can find you a good angle. I want to be able to put that right here, guys. Right here, the first note. You see, that's the first note right here, right above it. That right there, guys, is another note. And let me see if I can get you a better zoom right here. Guys, you guys deserve this stuff. Let's just go ahead and see how I can. All right, guys, so I got you right here. That's literally the first note, and that's the second note. So I'm gonna put it somewhere, most likely, I don't know if outside, right? Or inside. Let's see. That's probably not gonna be good, right? But if I put it here, guys, look at that. Boom. Understand? Not good? Good. Right? All right. So we got that. Let me go ahead and wipe my little Scion. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down a little bit with a little bit of alcohol. And guys, I'm gonna make my cut right here. Tools. Let me go ahead and wipe it again. I'm gonna do an incision right here that is gonna go through this bud right here, right there. Not this one, I'm gonna leave this alone, okay? But that one right there. At the same time, look guys, this scion is curving this way. So I know that my long cut gotta be here and my shortcut is gonna be here, right here. On my shortcut, I'm gonna leave that alone, okay? So I don't have a lot of room for error here. That's what I wanted to like prevent here in this video. But you know what? No guts, no glory. All right. So let's just go ahead and do our cut. Wow. This is hard stuff. All right. So got my cut right here, and my second is gonna be right here, right? No, a little bit more. Let's just go ahead and do a little bit more. Guys, and just like that, I have a nice, decent looking scion right here to work with. All right, just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put my scion at the edge of the table with the incision facing outside the table where it's not touching anything. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do it with the rubber band, and the reason why I'm doing it with the rubber band is because this is a 1/4 of an inch versus this is a full inch. This is almost the full size of the scion. So I'm not gonna go with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rubber method. All right, let's just go ahead and put my little rubber right here. Attach it real nice to the tree. You really don't have to do this, guys. You don't. You can just do the other method that I did where you just wrap it down and then up. All right, so we got it right there. Really nice. All right, so let's just go ahead and do our incision right here in this area. It's gonna be here down. Okay, so left hand left-handed, guys, left-handed, for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use, sorry about that, I'm probably use the knife, right, and kind of pull outwards, right? It'll cut, all right? Look, boom. Look at that, all right? Let's just go ahead and insert it right there. Let me see if you guys can have a good zoom, all right? And now we have to make sure that they're lined up, but they're not, right? So you have to line them up, guys. It's very important that they line up. All right, that is very decent, okay? And I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna keep jacking this up, all right? Not gonna mess this up. I know that the cambium layer right here and right here are perfectly lining up. The cambium layer on this was a little too thin. I did that, all right? It's not bueno. No bueno, my guys. All right, let's just get that out. Anyways, right here, okay, it's perfectly lined up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start wrapping, guys. Let me see if I can go ahead and go right here. All right, look at that. You see that? And what's gonna happen also, guys, is that I'm gonna put a lot of pressure on here, guys. I'm stretching a lot on this one side because I really want this one to take. There you go, guys. Look at that, how tight it is, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wrap my finger around, grab this right here, okay? And just go ahead, go around in top of my finger, right? And I have to somehow grab this band with the finger, all right? And I successfully, did I do it? Yeah. Did I do it? Yes. No? Let me see if I got it. Yes, I did, guys. I did, right here. All you have to do is pull. Boom, guys. Look at that. I almost failed on that knot right there, but check it out, guys. It's perfect, right? Go ahead. A little bit of ZeroTol, guys. On that whole area right there. We're good to go, guys. We are good to go. Now, can I seal it? Of course I can. Right? This is a paper towel that contains alcohol, okay? Anyways, can I seal it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, but am I gonna do it? I'm not gonna do a seal on this one. I can seal it with a 3-wound sealer. I could Doc Farwells, right? I don't have a Doc Farwell, but if I would have had it, I probably would put some, but I don't have it. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, guys. That's it, right? So same thing, guys. Let me go ahead and zoom out for you. Same thing. I got all this stuff that I'm not gonna use, guys. Right here, I see a little branch right here. You see that? I'm just gonna cut right above it, all right? And just let that grow from there. Little bit of 3-wound sealer. And guys, that is it.
Now, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these grafts in, like I've been doing already, in the propagation chamber that I have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right here. All right, for now. And let's just talk about that. All right, so. All right, guys, this is my propagation chamber. All right, this is where the hard stuff comes in. All right, aftercare. The aftercare of the graft is the most important and the hardest part of grafting. Grafting is easy, the care is not, all right? Now, there is a certain environment, right? You have to provide this graft with the right environment to give them the best chance at success. And this is exactly what I'm doing. There's no way I can't do this without the help of my tent, my grow lights, my humidifier, those modules right there, the one in the humidifier, and I bought an extra one, and that little fan that you see right there. I cannot make it without those things. So if you are planning on doing plant propagation through grafting indoors, you will need this, all right? Now the tent is super cheap at Amazon, all right? But you cannot fit as many trees as you would like. So if you want to fit 20 trees, you are gonna need to upsize in that. The reason why I did not upsize in the tent is because I don't have space, guys. I ran out of space, I'm done. This is all I have. And it's great because it's all I need to make this video for you guys. That's all, that's the whole reason, right? So, okay, so the tent, super cheap at Amazon's. The light, I think that's the most expensive items that you will need on this. And they are $30 each. I have 2 of them. That's $60 for the light. The good thing about them is that I have been using grow lights, this same kind. These are brand new, but that is 4 years old and it's still working. That is 4 years old and they're still working. So yeah, they'll pay themselves, all right? They will. Now, what I did right here with this grow light, that is this kind of grow light, the one that comes with the stand. The links on everything right here will be provided in the description below. So if you're interested in buying some of these items, you will be able to find them in the description below. Guys, if you use those links, they are affiliate link. They are going to help my channel, which I really need it, guys, because this stuff costs a lot of money, and trust me, YouTube doesn't pay enough, right? So anyway, affiliate links in the description below. You want to get them? Go ahead and get them. Help the channel out. Anyways, so now the lights. Let's just go back with the lights, right? Lights, I had to zip tie them in place because these ends, right, are the ones supposed to go in the tripod, and obviously they're not in the tripod. They're just hanging there. So I put, one right here, one on the side, and one right here, all zip tied. And then I have two right here that they're free. I can move them wherever I want. Look, I can do this and put them closer to the graph right here, right? I can do the same thing here. Just put them closer, right? Boom. And then that's it, right? Right now, they're not doing much because they're not leaf out, really. They're really not doing anything. But I just want you guys to look at them, because as soon as these plants start leafing out, you're going to need these grow lights, all right? Unless you have a south-facing window that you're able to provide enough sun for these puppies, you're probably going to need this, all right? Humidifier. Let's go with the humidifier, guys. Let me just go ahead down here. Guys, here's my humidifier. I filled this puppy up a week and a half ago, all right? Easily a week and a half ago. Probably I need to change the water, really. That's what I need. Anyway, this provides this whole room, right, inside this tent, humid enough for this graft, all right? That way I'm not there spraying 10, 11 times a day. I saw a YouTube video. The guy said, I just spray my graft about 11 times, 7 to 11 times a day. Who has time for that, right? I have a job. I don't have time for that. Boom, humidifier, all right? You need to keep this graft at a minimum of 50% humidity and no more than 70, all right? Right now it's 58. It dried up a little bit. It's gonna keep drying up because obviously the tent is completely open here. Just dry air is coming in. So, but usually it's between that and 65, around there, okay? And I'm good with that. I dig it, right? Now I have this little fan right here, guys. I have this little fan to prevent mold, all right? And there's another thing that I have to prevent mold that we're gonna talk about it in a little bit. So this fan, I got it running. It circulates air around this tent right here and just keep things, kind of, it keeps a balance, all right? Now, I got this little module right here that I kind of go between, if you see right there, this reads right here, 69, 59 on humidity, and that 58, right? 69 on the temperature, 64. So what I do is, I go average between both of them, and I know kind of where I'm at, all right? You can't trust one, you can't trust the other, so I'll just go with both of them, right? So right here are all my graph, guys. The ones that you guys didn't see, which it was 90. And guys, this video is just too long, and I had to cut it, cut that completely. And I cut a few of them actually because it's just too long, guys. This was, I promise you, this was a 4-hour video that I had to shrink down to almost 2 hours, all right? So guys, at least give me that. I believe that the graphs that I had for you in these videos were clear enough and detailed enough for you guys to start your own grafting journey, all right? So now, the other thing that I told you guys that I use to prevent mold is ZeroTol. Guys, I sprayed every, I want to say 3 or 4 days, I spray ZeroTol to everything, all right? To my graft, on top of the soil a little bit, the walls of my tent. That way I keep all the bacteria and all that mold, I keep that stuff away from here, because if for some reason you get mold here, it's probably game over for you, bro. You know, mold will kill everything. So you don't want that here. Therefore, ZeroTol had helped me a whole lot, the same way that it helped me with my seedlings. You see that right there? You see that graph right there? That's a fail right there. You see that, how I went with the blade right there and just snatch a piece of that cambium. I'm expecting for that graft to not even make it, all right? But at the same time, guys, I have to do it, right? I gotta put it there, I gotta give it a try, and then I have to report back to you guys because, I mean, I have to keep a level of honesty in my work, all right? So, I think this is it, guys, right? Is this it? I think I cover everything here, guys. You have to provide the right environment. If you do not provide the right environment for your graft, you're gonna fail. All right, that's the end of it. Now, one thing that Mike at Nordcom told me is that you have to keep them at least 2 weeks. All right, in this environment. I'm gonna keep them more. All right, and the reason is because it's just too early outside. We're gonna get cold spells. We're gonna get all that. I can't put them outside. But as soon as the weather is favorable, they need to go outside full shade, all right? No sun, full shade for the first year. And then after that, you can go ahead and treat them as a regular, 1 gallon or whatever it is that you want to treat, all right? So I think I covered the aftercare, all right? Aftercare, most important, most difficult, and time consuming and most expensive part of the whole process, all right? Now, keep in mind that if you upgrade on the 10th and you go bigger, you're gonna need more lights, and I don't know if that's gonna cover for the whole 10, depending on the size, it may do, because this stuff in high, guys, in high, this stuff is just, look at that, boom. And it smokes everything in just a matter of just seconds. If I were to close this whole thing would get just, humid, completely humid, all right? So, I just turned it off. 40, what I do is I put it at 50. And at 50, what happens is it just goes all the way up to like 60 something, and then it stops. And then it slowly starts going down. And once it reaches around that area 50, it just go ahead and turn on again and keeps this environment humid enough for your graft. All right, so that's it. All right, guys, we are coming to an end of this video. I really did enjoy doing all this, right? We got, what do we got right here? Moonrise, Miss Piggy, Nanyat, First Flamingo, and Indian Summer, guys. I got you Parmetums. I got you with Japonicums, with Shirosaurinum. You name it, it's all here, guys. So, a lot of them are just not gonna take, guys. That's the ugly truth about grafting. There's a lot of them that are just not gonna take, all right? That's the game that you have to play, and it is what it is, right? All you gotta do is just keep doing as many graft as you can and try to up your percentage in yield by being clean, being precise, and providing this graft with the right environment. That is all you can do. After that, it's just up to Mother Nature to decide if these are gonna take or not. All right, so I hope that you guys learned something from this video. Okay, plant propagation is something that is very intimidating and overwhelming, but you have to just step out there and you have to get it done, right? No guts, no glory. I always said that since I joined the military. No guts, no glory. If you don't do it, you're never gonna succeed, right? Because you're not doing it. So plant propagation is one of those most, satisfying things that you can do in gardening. You are making trees, all right? I am pretty sure that I am going to love this first flamingo more than the one that I purchased that is about this tall, all right? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it more because I created this one, right? So I want you guys to just get out there and do it. I try to explain as detailed as possible on how to do this graph. I put a video that really, to tell you the truth, I've never seen on YouTube, and I've never seen anywhere a so detailed video like the one I just did for you guys, with the purpose of trying to educate you guys to get out there and just do it. All right, so that is all I can do for you guys. It's up to you guys whether you want to try it or not. All right, so I think that covers just about everything, right? Yeah, that's it, guys. So that is it, guys. That is all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay nutty, my friends.